Sorry, I'm still a little hungry. We're outside the Jolly Dwarf Inn, and you see a fairly large-sized inn. Maybe like about a 2-story house, standard-wise.
Oh, nice.
Nothing huge though. Like not super large. But it is. You guys standing outside where we ended.
Well, I guess we should go in.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. The downstairs of the inn features a very large tap room. A gray-haired dwarf behind the bar looks up as you enter and greets you cheerfully. 2 male humans and 2 tiefling children are sitting at one table and laughing and enjoying a meal together. And that's all that's in the room. It's a very quaint room.
Well, hello.
Oh. Hello there. How are you?
Good.
Oh, I'm doing just fine. It's a beautiful establishment you have here. How's your beer?
Oh, the best in the land. Well, the best we can get in the land. How's that?
I like that answer.
What can I do for you? I assume you want 2 ales. Any more?
I'll try it.
I'll have an ale.
All right. I'll bring out 5. I'll pour you up 5 of them. Please take the table over yonder.
All right, I'm gonna go settle down in a table and kind of look around. Did we get a description of Irvin Lyle from the person?
No,
From Hooli?
I don't have one written down.
I don't
Unless
either.
Moon has one written down.
Yeah,
Would you say mood? Gender.
Oh, Jenda, sorry.
I'm gonna be doing that for a while.
On a different note, Chai, Chris, said hello. He reached out to me.
Awesome.
Well,
on a little bit of out something. Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll say hi. Okay. Sorry.
I don't have any notes that specify anything other than we're at the Jolly Dwarf in Paleback Village.
yeah, and apparently Hooli sold one of the vials to an Irvin Lyle at
Correct.
Jolly Dwarf. So we'll just wait until the guy comes back with the beer and we'll ask him about Irvin.
Absolutely.
All right. So after 3 or 4 minutes, 5 very large mugs of ale, like normal size ale, dwarf size ale, big ales come over. I thought you all wanted the big ales, so I brought you over the big ones, the special mugs for people like yourselves. He plumps down in 2 hands. 5 big mugs.
What do we owe you for the beer?
Oh, no, if you don't mind, I wouldn't mind a silver apiece for them.
I'll
For
do
the
that.
big one.
You would.
I got you guys. 5 silver coming your way, sir.
So what brings y'all to this parts?
Well,
Irvin brings us to these
yeah,
parts.
we're looking for a guy named Irvin Lyle. I heard he frequents here.
Irvin Lyle. That Irvin? He points to the human sitting across the way, talking with another man and the 2 tiefling children, laughing around. Just
I don't know. Never
Irvin
seen
over
that.
there. Go talk to him if you want him.
Okay. Do you guys want me to do the
Okay.
talking, or?
Sure, I take my mug and I.
Don't cause any
So
trouble
how
here.
is the beer?
Please.
Does he drink the same?
I believe. I don't know if I give him the good stuff though. You've got the better beer here.
All right. Can I get one more of these
Sure.
for
Same
the friend
size.
at the Yeah, sure. For the friend at the table over there.
I'll bring one over momentarily.
Alrighty.
And he leaves.
I'll go ahead and give him the silver there as he's
Sure.
leaving.
You have never heard of haggling.
And Vaglon, the beer is really quite good. It is. It's a beer with almost a light floral aftertaste to it. It's not what you normally have, but it seems like you've almost smelt this smell of the beer before. There's a little waft of it. It's good though.
Nice.
All right, and then I'll wait until he comes and brings the beer over to the guy, and see kind of what he does whenever he brings the beer to him.
He brings over the beer, and they're still laughing and joking. And you hear him joking around. And that. Does anybody here speak Tiefling?
Do not.
No, sir.
Negative.
Okay. They are speaking in a weird Tiefling tongue.
Okay, well,
But they're laughing, and you can tell it's not a harsh piece. They stop and they say, "Oh, thank you. What's this for?"
I just raise my glass and look at him and raise my mug.
Well met, friend. Well met. Thank you so much. What do I owe the honor for?
I'll just kind of walk on over there to him and be like, "Oh, I'm Belram. I'm just a local. I'm a bard traveling through. Saw a man that looked like he enjoyed a good beer, so I figured I'd come over and give you one and introduce myself."
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Let me introduce This is my husband, Fenton,
Oh, nice to meet you.
and these are our daughters. Well, oh geez. Oh, okay. This is Honor and Magic.
Oh, nice to meet you. Lovely daughters. Lovely
Yeah.
husband.
They say they all greet you. Say thank you. Hi, how are you? Thank you.
Oh, I
Hey,
did have a question for
Come
you.
over. Come
Yeah.
join us.
Yeah, come on over, guys.
Join the
It
food.
was
See, there's a pretty big
honor,
spread.
honor and magic.
Honor and Magic.
And the husband is
What
Fenton.
lovely little girls they are.
Husband's
You-
Fenton. Husband Fenton.
Sorry, and
So
Urban's a female then, right?
no, there's two males.
Okay.
it's a progressive time.
Yes, they are both. He addressed himself as the husband to the other man.
Right. That's why I thought that maybe I thought maybe I heard wrong. I just wanted to clarify it.
You are correct. There is a man and two tiefling girls. Yes,
Very progressive. And adoption.
very progressive in up in the northern parts. And the spread on the table is really quite extensive. Way more food than they could all eat. There's mutton there, and there's actual fresh meat and some fresh vegetable. Like they're root vegetables, but they look fresh.
Mm.
Nice. Yeah, I'll eat a little bit and I'll talk to him. So, are y'all from around here?
No, we were sort of passing through.
Oh, same. Well, actually, we're on a little bit of a sad business. One of our friends passed away recently, so it kind of brought us all into town.
We're traveling salesmen. We are.
Oh,
We travel. Yes. We sell books.
oh, books. Nice.
Yes.
Any good reads lately?
Myself, I don't read much. Fenton here. I read everything I can, but yes, there's something here. Not much up to this way north. We just tend to share most of the books up here with them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Fenton's normally the one that does all the perusing of the books, and I'm the one that generally looks for the books and finds them. I read all of them because otherwise we have trash. We don't want to sell trash.
No, never. Who wants a trash book?
Are you looking for books?
Possibly.
No, take it,
Maybe
Lily.
something to pass my times while we're traveling.
Yeah, they're currently in the caravan. And that's parked out in the stable. We can get some in the morning if you like.
Possibly. Do you have anything on any sheet music, anything like that? Any books on music?
Musical books. I have several. There's several of those. Fenton, I got this. Irvin starts talking to you and tells you about several books he has that are there. And the prices are reasonable, 2 to 3 silver apiece for some of those.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking for something a little bit more. I'm not necessarily from around here, so most of my music isn't from around here either. So I'm looking for something a little bit more, something people might notice around.
Local folk music. Got it for you. I got it.
Okay.
I know exactly what you need. Exactly.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll definitely probably get that from you. We did we're trying to figure out exactly what happened to our friend because it was kind of a mysterious circumstance. He kind of froze to death.
Horrible.
Yeah, and there's these weird relics that we keep running into and hearing about and things like that. And do you have any books on ancient relics? Maybe a blue vial of liquid or something like that? Yeah, we keep running across this blue liquid that these people keep getting frozen by or something of the sorts. I don't know. We kind of just want to put this to rest. That way we can head back on our way and get back to our families and our lives.
Vial of liquid?
Yeah, it's like this blue liquid that
It's powder, not liquid.
I think
it was blue.
Yeah, it was a blue something. Somebody said liquid. Somebody said powder.
But you're saying a blue vial.
Yes,
Yes.
a blue vial.
We got that bit of information from Hooley.
Fenton goes, hang on. What? Did you say Hooley?
Yeah, she's dying of it. She's slowly freezing to death.
We met Hooley on the road, on the way on the town here in Palebank. She said she was moving and needed to shed some of her possessions. So we got a chance to buy some of those the Aeorian relics from her. But for a great price, and he plans to sell them for a profit out in Utherdern, up the
I
way.
would be very careful how you handled them.
Yeah, if you came across this liquid, it seems like everybody that has touched these relics.
Powder.
Liquid.
He into his shirt pocket and unfolds a little kerchief, and on the ground puts on the table like vials like these, and there's two blue vials.
I step back.
Full step backwards.
Yeah, I kind of look at it a little.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
Does one of them look cracked?
Yes, one of them is cracked open.
I'm leaving the room.
Have you been feeling a chill lately?
No.
Feeling like you're a little bit slower than normal.
Have you come in contact with any of this liquid? To your skin, to powder, liquid?
What do you mean?
Like, has any of
have you touched it with your bare hands?
Well, all of us have.
2 blue glass vials.
It has a nice. It's got quite of a tingle, and you do see it is a powder, not a liquid. It's a powder.
Second step back.
And so Anna reaches up to the table and go, it's neat stuff. And she grabs and pulls the top up. Look, smell.
I step back.
I'm moving backward hurriedly.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
I
would put that down if I was you, because that seems to be the the thing that all of these people that have frozen to solid ice have touched.
And she drops the vial on the ground. And I need everyone
immediately.
here to make a Constitution save, please.
Is
Yeah,
that
it's the
considered a
room.
skill check?
I need a Constitution save. Con save. Yeah, and you make it a disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, that's an ability check.
But I had left the room, so I don't have to, right?
Not yet.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
that's a
disadvantage.
1. That's a
You hear
natural
none
1.
of this, though. Okay, so you hear none of what's going on then. Okay?
Okay, at disadvantage or no?
No, just him. Because he still has 1 level of exhaustion from the water.
Oh, never mind. I think I did the wrong thing.
Agenda 20.
Baglaw 12.
Did I do the right thing?
I rolled
Yeah,
a natural
I'm
1 for a 3.
Well, only one of you knows you failed for sure.
I rolled a 4.
I know what you rolled. Okay. So you all can smell it, but it doesn't smell offensive at all. And it's sort of creating a bit of a cloud in the room, and it's slowly settling down.
Well, maybe it was one of the other relics, guys.
If I remember right, it took weeks for the symptoms to become.
Well, I'm gonna tell him. So we've heard that there's somebody who might be able to cure this, but they're pretty far away. They're in what's it called? Shady Creek Run. And if you even begin to have a sniffle, I would probably head that way because it takes a while for it to enact, but it actually goes pretty quickly from what we've heard.
Well, but we didn't know about any of this. That's
I don't even think Hooli knew about it, honestly, because now Hooli's getting pretty close to the end, dying, and we've just learned about it 2 days ago, and we're just trying to connect dots between the people who have been infected. Apparently, our friend got infected. Tolgi, the shop owner of Pelk, has turned to solid ice, and Hooli is also beginning
turned to solid ice.
That's what happens. First you slow down, then you start getting chilled where you want to be warm all the time. Then your veins turn blue under your skin, and I mean throbbing bright blue.
What do we do?
We don't know yet.
We don't know. We've heard that there's a possible solution in Shady Creek Run, which is our next stop. We just figured we'd stop here and see if we can help not spread this any further.
What I mean, that we've all been in contact with this thing for days. In fact, they've been playing with it.
We could be wrong.
We could be wrong. It could be one of the other relics, but at this point, we can't pinpoint a specific relic, so all relics are in question.
Do we want to ask him about a book for the frigid woe?
Yeah, it's called the frigid woe is the disease. Do you happen to have a book on that?
Funny you might ask. Well, we did have one. I've sold it to the ranger fellow, Elro. He came asking about it when we came to town yesterday. Very, very large man, lots of furs.
Oh, yeah, we know Elro.
Oh, yeah, he was.
It's what I didn't really delve into. It's a book on diseases and other things, but oh no, it's a disease. But is it curable? You don't know.
We don't
Where is
know.
this
We've heard
evidence?
there's a cure in Shady Creek Run. Or not, yeah, Shady Creek.
Well, we could look at this book first. If we can find error.
Well, he's the one that is protecting Hooli. That's her bodyguard guy, right?
No.
No, Elro's the one that the one that's
Asked
over
us
the
to
town.
check into everything.
Asked us to check into everything.
Oh, the mayor guy.
Yes.
Oh, I got that all mixed up in my notes. Okay. I just have Elro. So,
So, hold that thought there. Olivia, you are standing outside.
Yes.
You hear talking inside, and that's it. No, nothing has exploded, and you're standing outside. What are you doing here? You've been out there for nearly about a minute or so, and they're still talking.
I'm going to open the door and go, is it safe for me to come back? Is everything put away?
Should we know?
Uh,
Well, you just now realize that Olivia turned tail and ran as soon as they whipped out the vials.
Is it safe? I don't know. Is it gone? I honestly don't know. I'm sure that.
Is there anything you need me to do while I'm out here?
Yes. Don't breathe this shit. That's what we need you to not do.
So we need to find Elro. Because if he has the book and we can look at the book, then we might be able to help ascertain. He knows what this is. If he has the book and he's been researching it, he knows what it is. And he might know more than he's leading on.
I was about to say, it might also be the center of this whole shit to begin with. But...
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, who'd we? Oh, we lost you.
Who'd we lose?
She's in otherwise occupied.
Yeah, you gotta come back.
You take your stuff down.
The frigid woe.
Yeah, the frigid woe is what it's called. So we need to. I mean, if we know that there's a cure, Hooli's not gonna last long. We need to head to Shady Creek Run. If he has
We
the
need
book,
to see
we
that
need
book
that book.
first.
So do we plan a heist, or do we just go ask him for it?
We go ask him.
Okay. So Arl just walks over and goes, "I overheard you all talking. Got a big breath of that stuff. Doesn't taste very good. Seems to be on everything here. If you're looking for him, he's in his office about 4 doors down. I don't know why you're just going over to go see him."
I head out the door and just start going that way.
Okay. Sounds like a plan to me.
Yep.
I turn around and march out.
And Irvin says, "What do you want us to do? Should we wait here?"
Yes.
I don't know.
Wait here, and we'll be back here in a minute. We got to go figure out what this guy knows.
All right, we'll wait here. Thank you.
I mean, sorry to bring this trouble to your doorstep.
Take these vials. Take the vial, please.
I'll take them. I'll wrap them back up, take them, and put them in a.
There's one. The cracked one. The reason she dropped it is because it was cracked and broke in half. There's one complete vial.
I'll take the complete vial and put it in a pouch.
Okay.
Wrapped up, of course.
They all come out, and Olivia, you see them all come out, and they're like, "All right, let's go."
I don't even say anything. I just turn and start walking 4 doors down.
Now what do we have to do with all this?
He bought a book on the disease.
Really?
Yep.
Let's go kick his butt.
I just walk up to the door. I walk up to the door and I
Okay,
take my foot and
fine.
just kick it a good 4 times, just boom, 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 boom.
Why are you being so damn belligerent? I
Oh, I'm not.
swear.
I'm just going and
You're gonna kick on the mayor's door.
yes.
Okay.
Idiot.
All right. You get to the mayor's door and you kick on it, and they're like, "What?
Your investigators are back. We need some help.
Come in! Open the damn door! Quit knocking on the door! Kicking it in! Jesus!"
All right, open the door.
It's unlocked.
We're
He's
sorry
sitting
about
behind.
that. We're trying to housebreak him, but you know.
So he's sitting there behind his desk, and you see him reading a book here. He says, "Oh, hey, have you guys have you found one of the vial of stuff?"
The
Yeah.
vial of stuff.
What are you reading? What are you reading?
I had some information about it. These people came to town here. They had a book about this stuff. It turns out it's called Frigid Woe.
We know.
Yep.
Okay, so you know about this. Well, here, do you have the vial still? I just want to check something.
You don't want to touch
Bro,
it.
No, but yeah, it'll be fine.
Give him the vial. Give him the
Okay.
vial. Just give
I'll
him the
hand him
vial.
the vial.
He puts it. He goes, "Yeah, that's the stuff." So he takes it and puts it in a lockbox. Here, for your troubles, for this here, and he hands you a pouch of coins. Says, "I'll keep that. That'll be in exchange here." It turns out this stuff here. I looked into this book, and this book led me to another book here, and he pulls out this a very large, very old-looking tome. He says, "There's old lore about this stuff. It's it's um it's a disease, and it was a disease from the Aorians. They used it as a defensive mechanism. Um, there's only one cure. It's a milky liquid that was stored in gold vials, all from, and you can find them all apparently around the crash site. But likely the cure or these vials are found near where the frigid woe vials were found in Esselcross. Would you guys be able to go there?
Well, I
I
don't
mean,
think
like retrace.
I don't think we have
retracing
much of a
everybody's path?
choice.
If I can read that book when I get back.
For sure. Here, take it with you.
thank you.
Thank you. I'm going. Yeah, I'll go now. No, I just wanted the one on the history. I don't give a damn about the other one.
If you guys can bring this, if you can bring back some of this stuff, I mean, we've got some sick people here in town. I can give you what I can here. It's roughly about 200 gold for your troubles.
I mean,
We'll see what we
we'll
can
see
do.
what we can do.
I mean, I know that there's some people here in town that are needy it. In fact, I think I might be able to. I was in preparation to send some really not so smart people, but I can send you on a ship. It'll leave tomorrow, maybe end of day tomorrow, just before nightfall. There's a passage across the channel to Esselcross. It's on the Remoras. It's a ship. It's owned and operated by the Glass Blades Company.
Sounds good to me.
I'll take care of the passage, and you should be able to leave tomorrow. Would that be fine?
That will
Yes.
work.
Perfect. And it's Esselcross's largest island is where we'll be taken, hopefully, to the Uthodermian outpost.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Subdervian.
Uthodermian.
What? Saturnian?
Utho Durnian outpost.
Utho Durnian.
Yes, Utho Durnian.
Okay. So we need to go back and tell
And you'll be
Irvin.
meeting with someone there named Serinla. So get wherever you need to, and make sure you get some cold weather gear, because it's going to be cold there.
Do you know of a place that might be able to provide that for us?
There is the general store nearby can probably help you. So there's a couple of things that Serinla, she has a way to transport the cure back, small pieces like the vials. So when you get the cure, give it to her. She can teleport it back here. Does that make sense?
What if we might need the cure as well?
We're taking it when we find it.
That's what I would suggest. What do you mean you might need the cure? You're sick too?
It's a
No, but where we
possibility.
got the vial, they spilt the other vial, and we could be infected.
You might keep an eye on them too.
Okay.
We'll need to go back over to the Jolly Dwarf. He needs to be warned too.
Okay.
And then we need to send word to Hooley, because we ain't gonna have time to run back up there ourselves.
No.
No, but the two idiots should still be at the bar.
Yeah, we can go stop. We can go stop at the bar, rest there, let the two idiots know to let Hooley know.
Send them to tell Hooley, and then start in the morning. Get on the ship in the morning.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
need.
Sounds like a plan.
Back to the warm. Okay.
So back to the Jolly Dwarf.
Back to the Jolly Dwarf. Okay.
Yep.
So the ship will leave tomorrow evening. The way it tells you.
Okay. We can get up to go to the general store tomorrow, and then get board the ship in the evening.
Yep.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we go back to the Jolly Dwarf.
All right. You head back to the Jolly Dwarf, and Irvin and Fenton are there. Honor and Magic are not in the room. They're there with the dwarf, and they're all sitting around a table. And they're when you walk in, they're nervous talking.
Good news and sort of good news.
Well, tell us the good news first, there, sir.
There's a cure.
There's a cure. Well, hand it over.
That's the sort of good news. We got to go get it.
Oh.
Which means we have to take a ship to the ruins of Aor and see if we can find it. The flying city.
Well, how are you getting there?
We already have passage booked on a ship.
That'll take days.
Yes, it will take days.
With any
But
luck,
it
we can get.
It takes weeks for this stuff to kill you. So we should be able to get there, get back.
Oh, it kills us?
It will freeze you into a solid block of ice. What else do you think is going to happen?
If I steal into the fire, will it be?
No. Been tried. We've got to go get this cure. We need you to do something.
What? I'll do anything. What?
We need you to go tell Hooley that we're going for the cure.
Hooley?
She's in the cave to the north.
What
is
the
it?
Croaker Cave.
Why don't we just tell Hooley's people?
We met Hooley on the road. I don't know where this cave to the
Where
north
are
is.
Hooley's people?
I'm not leaving my.
They're at the other.
Fine, don't go. Don't go.
Yeah.
We'll save your ass. Don't worry about it. We got it.
I don't know where this cave is. I'm sorry.
Don't worry,
Now.
he's freaking out just like all of us.
Yes, I am, but at least I'm not rude about it. Kicking the mayor's door. I tell you what.
Olivia,
Yes.
can you make a Constitution check, please?
You entered the jolly door.
It is infected.
19.
All right. thank you.
I would say you might want to shut down the bar for a little bit.
Clean it really good.
Clean it really good. Maybe quarantine it. Because we don't know how this stuff
I haven't
spreads.
seen it pass person to person, but okay.
We don't know how it spreads really. Not with this powder around.
So, where are we gonna find Hoolie's people?
They're at the warm bar.
They're at the warm bar.
They're at the other one.
Ah, the other bar with the good tarts. Yes, let's go.
Do you have any
One
chocolate
with
by chance?
Olivia and the waitress.
What?
Do you have any chocolate? Cocoa?
Cocoa, I've not. Chocolate, no.
How much for some of your cocoa?
It's pretty expensive.
How expensive?
I've got a jar here. It's going to cost you at least 20 silver.
I put 2 gold down.
Let me go get it then. And does anybody here speak Dwarvish?
Yes.
Okay, for those who speak Dwarvish, you hear him mutter as he walks away. What a moral. He comes back with a jar of cocoa.
Thank you, sir. And I head out the door towards the warm hearth.
Right.
Kind of in a happy mood, just kind of jogging down the street with my cocoa.
Okay.
I'm having pudding tonight.
Hey.
Dwarvish, the same thing.
All right. So you head back to the warm hearth.
Is Olivia on duty? Otherwise, you're not having pudding tonight.
Olivia is there. She owns the bar. She's the wife of the owner. She's there, and there's not a lot of people in tonight. Only 3 or 4 of the travelers. So just so you're aware, the warm hearth and the jolly, they're on different sides of the jolly dwarf are on different sides of the town. So it's about a good 10-minute walk.
Well, then I probably walk into the door a little winded.
I think everybody should wash up before we go in, so that you can get anything off of you just in case.
Well, I found advice, so.
Prestidigitation.
You don't want to contaminate both bars.
I use prestidigitation on myself,
Prestidigitation.
and then I start working on the others.
At Olivia's request, hey, we should clean up. And immediately Jenda and Belram start casting things, and all the little blue flecks that are all over all of you disappear.
Thank you, guys.
That was mighty nice of y'all.
That was a good idea. I'm not
It
thinking
is a good idea.
clearly.
All right, so you guys head back there, and out of the 5 people that are sitting in the bar, 2 of them are the people that were the 2 guys that were watching you before. You recognize them from the front of the shop.
Oh, it's Hoolie's guys. Hey, Hoolie's guys. Frank and Bob, was it?
Bill
They're
and
trying to
Mark.
be nonchalant.
We need y'all to pass a message to Hooley,
Who?
your boss, Hooley. We have found out about a cure, and we're going to go get it, or try to go get it.
All right. All right, fine. And what do you want from us?
To let
You
her
to
know
tell
that we're
Hooley.
That you're going to find a cure?
we're
We
going
have-
to go get the cure.
We know what the cure is. We just have to go get it. It's
What's
making
it
it
gonna cost?
uneasy.
We have to find it first.
Well, this isn't going to be a price thing. We'll bring back what we find.
Julie's
Now, the
dying.
mayor,
I want to get the message to
the-
her.
some of it's going to get sent to the mayor. I think we need to bring a few vials back for people the mayor might not feel need to be cured.
All right. Well, that's fine.
And we ain't going to charge for it.
You're not charging for it.
No, it's
Profit there, though. Easy profit.
profit there, no, the easy profit. The world don't run on profit, son.
Listen, you little.
It's on beer.
Maybe your little gnome ears don't understand this. There's profit to be made in the world. Maybe people like you, those little gnome friends like you and your little twerp here. The elves here all get it.
No charge.
No charge.
If he says no charge, there is no charge.
He looks at you, and then Elvis says, "I understand. We'll free you later." And he says, "Thank you." Walks away.
Fair enough.
I translate the message to the party.
Elvis, I tell him to kiss my ass.
And Elvis tells you back, says, "Well, you're the right height for it, so maybe later. Well, I got a job to do."
I translate the message again.
They leave. The other guy seems kind of mortified that the conversation's even happening. He said nothing through the whole exchange.
Have a nice night.
In Elvish, I go, goodbye. See you soon.
Am I the only one who doesn't speak Elvish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
I just
Good
walk.
point, you.
I'm just gonna walk over to the bar to Olivia, and I'm gonna put the cocoa on the thing. And I said, I heard that you make the best pudding.
Oh, of course I do. No one else really makes it in town, but I'm really good at it.
Well, here's a little cocoa, and you said if I bring you some, you could give me some pudding. Possibly.
Are you as you and your party staying the nights?
Yes.
Yes.
We've still got your rooms upstairs. So how long will you be staying?
We leave on the afternoon tide.
Just the
So-
night.
I can free your rooms up then. Or are you staying a little longer?
Just the evening, and then we'll be
Just
heading on
tonight.
a boat.
We have to go tomorrow.
I should have some ready for the morning for you.
Little morning pudding. Sounds good.
Well, how much are you looking to take with you? If you're leaving, I'll make some for you, girl. I can put it in a skin, in a bladder, no problem. It'll keep for in this weather. If you keep it outside, probably weeks.
I'll take whatever you can make.
Well, you'll take what I get you, love. And I'll make as much as I can with it, so it makes it good. But you're gonna take what I can make you. Would you like any fruit in it? I've got some dried fruit too. Do you have any preferences? I've got some dried. Well, they're a bushberry, and I've got a dried. It's a tree berry, and I've got these ones. They're a large pitted one. I think someone called it a peach.
And they're
Here's the
dried?
peach, darling.
Well, they're all dried, but I'll mix it in and rehydrate them so they go into the pudding so they taste better. I'll chop it up a little bit.
What do you guys think? Pudding for the road?
Yeah,
Your
Hey,
pudding.
worst case scenario, I can prestidigitate.
I'm wanting the
it'll
tart.
taste as good as you want.
I want the tart.
You know what? Make it the way that it's your favorite. However
Bushberries.
you like it.
I like it with some bushberries.
Sounds good to me.
I do have some berry tarts here if you want them.
Oh,
I'll take
Absolutely.
tart.
They're,
Oh,
they're,
yeah.
I made them this morning. Would you like me to warm them up? I can throw them in the oven for you.
oh, that would be lovely, lass.
Perfect.
I've got some heavy
Lovely.
cream for them too. Yes, give me a few moments. She goes to bed.
Some milk.
Now sit down at a table.
All right. You sit down at the table, you wait, and she's gone for quite a while. Seems like she's been on her way. There's another waitress that's coming around, one you don't recognize, but she's been sort of helping the other customers here, there, and around. A young little looks like a half elf girl, and before Olivia comes back, the mayor comes back in. Says, "You mentioned you don't have enough provisions. Is there anything you needed?
Everything.
Anything further? I've got
Right.
some furs set aside for you on the ship for some cold weather.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
That'll take care of the cold.
That should
we
take care of the cold. There's enough wrappings there. You can wrap your traveling clothes. They should be okay. I think.
We need provisions.
Yeah. No, the ship is the passage is good for the full 9
Alright.
days.
Sweet. I think I don't need
do
anything
you
else.
have rope or climbing gear possibly?
The captain should have that for you.
Okay.
He's got a full set. They're bringing over some expeditionary pieces for them.
Very good. Very good.
But I wanted to let you know about the cold weather gear for sure.
Thank
You
you.
shouldn't be any extra. As long as you return them in good condition, then I won't have to pay for them.
We'll return them in the best condition that we can.
Well, as little blood as possible.
Yes, as
Ours
possible.
are
The key
theirs.
word there.
Yes, little one. Yes, as little blood as all. You're Vaglon, right?
I'm Vaglon.
Yes. So try to keep the blood off them.
All right.
And the ooze. If you find ooze, you can never get ooze out of furs.
Gotcha.
Do I look like a gnome that would ooze on furs?
More so those that would ooze on you.
Oh, I don't let anybody ooze on me. That's just nasty.
That's nasty.
Prestidigitation.
This is a no ooze zone. Gotcha. Okay.
He doesn't open his mouth. He's going to get oozed.
He says, I want to tell you though that there's a storm coming in, so your timetable's been moved up to midday tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
I have other business to attend to. We're still in town, so I won't be in town to be able to see you off.
All righty.
Is there anything else you need from me before I'm out of here?
Nope.
Don't
Thank
think
you for everything.
Any other further instructions that we need?
Any warning?
You know what I've never been over there.
You have a map of there? By any chance?
in your old
No,
book,
no.
maybe?
I want to go back to Dude's cabin.
Thank you so much for everything you've done, Elro.
You're welcome.
In the morning, I'll go back to Dude's cabin. He may have a map of the area.
Each cabin.
the original dwarf. What was his name? Our friend.
All right. Good friend. You got to remember his name. You guys remember.
Ergon.
Gone.
Ergon.
I was going to my notes.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah.
You were pretty close to him, Vaglon. I could tell.
Yeah, but I was always drunk.
Yeah, you guys might say. All right. So while you're sitting at the table, Olivia comes back, and she gives you warm tarts with a little bowl of heavy cream. Just get the tart, the cream. It's very good. It's a sweet cream. It really helps.
If you weren't already married, lass. If you weren't already married.
Okay. You're all going to eat them, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
I'm eating the tart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm eating a tart and leaving.
There's enough on the plate for 2 tarts for everyone. When you eat the first tart, you feel full of stamina and an extra little bit of more vigor, and feels like you restore. Anybody hurt right now? Down hit points
of damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 9 points.
Anybody who is down hit points, you gain 4 hit points from eating the tart. And those that are at full hit points, you get 4 temporary hit points.
Oh,
if I needed two hit points, would I get 2 temporaries?
That's correct. So
Does
just
it do
so you're
anything
aware,
towards exhaustion?
you'll lose that overnight. It'll be fine. But you get the temporary hit points that you'll keep till you have a long rest. And I made one extra for you for tomorrow as you're leaving, as you're leaving, lasses.
Oh, thank you.
Many blessings upon you. Thank you for the tarts.
Very, very good.
Have you ever seen a more beautiful
it. I'm gonna have some cocoa. It'll be. I'm kind of excited to. I might even work out late tonight. So I'm quite excited. What time are you leaving tomorrow? You said in the evening.
Midday.
Our
We're
timeline got
leaving
pushed up.
midday, yeah, they changed our vote.
Okay, I will do my best. But if you don't need anything else, I will see you later. Are you going to be playing tonight, Durham?
If you would like, I will definitely play.
You know what? For the cocoa you brought, if you play tonight, I'll give you the tarts for free.
Oh, well then I will definitely play. And I start getting all of my things out, and how do you feel about pan flute tonight?
Feel like they're full of holes.
Fine.
All right.
Me.
Dang it, I'm still exhausted. All
Do you
right.
happen to know any lullabies?
I could attempt a lullaby. I know some from back home.
Do you know any Dwindelian? Did Dwindelian songs?
Not necessarily that I know of.
Well, do your best, and I'm sure it'll be fine.
All right. And I'll play the Fey Lullaby that I know from my parents singing it to me to sleep.
Sure.
And this is with disadvantage, so. Oh, it's a 9.
It's not the worst thing you're a little off tempo, and that, but you still you're not belting the tune out, but it's tune out. You guys are like, he plays better when we're traveling down the road, but he's doing okay.
He is exhausted after all.
Nobody's booing him, so
He sounds so much better when he's traveled to a new town.
I always sound better every time
How
I
much
go to a new
better
town.
is that loot?
How about them bird pies?
So he Olivia brings over some food and says, here's something for dinner and a little bit extra for there's a few extra for you for. And you can see there's a plate of stew with some extra meats and cheeses on the extra plate of meats and cheeses, enough for a day's rations of some good food. Not the standard fare you'd get on a boat.
Thank you.
Welcome. You're welcome, Holmes. You're welcome. And is there anywhere else you guys needed to attend to tonight?
No.
No, I'm just reading in this book.
No.
The book is pretty extensive. It's a lot of old lore surrounding the diseases that were known and unknown in the northern of the area.
Can I actually cast detect magic on the book?
Yep. You got detect magic, yes.
I'm gonna cast detect magic on the book.
Okay, so detect magic.
Well, I guess I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Yes. Okay. So two people in the room have a magic bow and a magic sword, and there's armor on another person that are magical, and that's in a group of what looks to be traveling adventurers. And other than that, the book does not glow. That's the only things in the room that are glowing.
Okay.
To you, I mean. So the three magical things: a sword, a bow, and armor. And the armor, you're kind of sure it's kind of a chainmail shirt.
Well, clearly someone's wearing it, so I'm gonna leave it where it is.
Good call. Yeah, they seem a little more seasoned than all of you put together.
So another question for you.
And or did you cast it with a spell slot, or you take the time to cast it? 10 minutes.
No, I cast it with a spell slot.
Okay.
So another question for you. When we leveled up, wouldn't that have increased our hit points?
Your
to
hit point
normal?
Mine did.
increased,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you should have increased, but you wouldn't have because you didn't get a rest. You wouldn't have got the extra,
Okay.
the difference. So whatever
Okay.
the next level would have been, you would have got those, but you would not have healed the previous level's damage.
Okay. I wasn't
Went
sure if
from
if you heal when you level up.
No,
I
not-
went from 7 of 9 to 13 of 15.
Okay.
so
Sounds delightful.
for the first time ever, Grift and or Vaglon did. And I say ever because gnomes don't do things right anyway.
I make good beer.
Is this a good time for a break, or did you
I was
want
gonna say,
to?
You guys go. You if there's nothing more to do, we'll take 10 and have a little break here, and you guys, when you get back, you will have an uneventful but yet blissful sleep and a long rest.
Oh, we get a long rest.
So, everybody good? Okay, so you wake up in the morning, you have a long rest. Finally, Belrum does not have exhaustion. You finally warmed up from being in the water that long.
Oh,
So you all notice that Belrum has stopped shivering.
He had 2 blankets on last night.
Blankets on last night, exactly. And you guys, you wake up, and sitting outside of your door is a little pouch. Well, sorry, not little, more like about the size of a water skin.
Okay.
Pick it up and
It's
look
got all
in
your
it.
doors waiting for you.
ooh.
I pick it up and I'll look in it.
In that pouch, as soon as you open up the top of the water skin, you realize that is a water skin full of pudding.
It's a pudding pouch.
Is it just one, or does everybody have one of those?
All of you have one.
Nice.
Right.
I'll put this in my pack with my tart that I saved from last night.
Well, I'm fixing to eat that tart. that
So
I
just
think-
so you're aware, you that particular the pouch or the pudding has enough for 4 meals, and each meal is enough to cure 2 hit points each. Call it like a temporary. If you haven't already guessed it, what Olivia is, we'll figure it out later. But Olivia can make stuff.
He's
I might just save that tart for later.
Sorry, Sean?
an alchemist and an herbalist.
There you go.
She's a chef.
Mm-hmm. She is a good chef.
It can cure 2 hit points, you said?
Total of 8 in 4 doses.
Yep, I put that carefully away in my pack.
And it will keep for 14 days. So you'll have, after if you make it there in the full 9 days, you'll have 5 days left before it goes bad.
All right. I'm going to grab my pudding pouch and I'm going to head down the stairs.
All
Do
right.
we somehow, is there a way of adding that to our inventory?
Just put it in your notes for now.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not a. She's not in the story normally. I added her. I added lots of people in the story already. Sorry.
I like her.
I just added a custom item of pudding pouch.
Yeah, custom
Put
item.
Olivia in our backpack and take her with us.
She's too big. She's a human. She's not a gnome.
Darn it.
She won't fit in a check-in bag.
Mm-mm. She doesn't fit under the seat in front of you, unfortunately. So, as you guys head towards the docks, you see a very larger than you would have expected. It almost looks like a warship.
Yeah.
The full crew is getting ready, and they're getting ready to bugger off. To bugger off out to sea. They're getting ready to cast away.
As we were leaving the bar, was Olivia or anybody at the desk?
She was not there. Olivia's not there today. You couldn't see her.
Was anybody else there?
Just one of the hands. Yes.
Okay. I would tell him as we were walking out. Tell Olivia we said thanks for the pudding. We have to head off.
Yeah. Okay.
I say arrivederci in Elvish.
I said goodbye in
Hey,
Elvis.
arrivederci and arrivederci.
I say ciao. In ciao.
Adventures. All right. So going back, you guys you head out to the dock, and you guys see that the boat has been ready for some time. They're just ready to push away.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna head up
Permission
towards
to
the boat.
come aboard.
And you guys get there earlier than normal, but they're ready to cast away.
Impatient. No.
Yeah, do we?
Permission to come aboard.
Permission granted. A very large, gruff man with a husky voice. Husky man with a gruff voice. Husky man with a gruff voice. Just motions you to come on, and as soon as you guys get on the last few, the gangplank gets pulled. Says, "All right, heave ho!" And the boat pulls away.
Well, y'all are ready to get going.
Been waiting on y'all since this morning.
They told us noon.
Well, I told you wrong.
I see that.
Evening to begin with.
Would you be the captain, sir?
I
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Elroy
back
has
live.
had all of our stuff delivered here.
what?
Elro has had all of our stuff delivered here.
It's in your cabin. Do I look like a bellhop? Go
I
get
just
it
wanted-
yourself.
I wanted to make sure it was here.
Yes, ma'am. I'm not going to take it to you, but I'll that. It bows a very crappy
Pompous,
bow.
Crappy bow.
Your cabin is through that door over there, lady.
I like him.
So you're Captain Sarandella?
Do I look like a Captain Sarandella?
I don't know. You said you're the
Hello,
captain. Of the
Fey.
ship.
Sarandella.
Yes, I'm Captain Sarandella.
Lord.
Fair enough.
You really, really should put taglines on the notes.
Go in your rooms and leave me alone. I don't want to see your faces till we're done and docked over in Esselcross.
Aye, Captain.
Can I offer my services to help swab the deck or prestidigitate something to make it look a little better for you?
Doesn't look good enough now.
Looks
Go into
great.
my
If you
cabin.
want to work, I'm not paying you, but I'll make you. If you want to work, you can work. Sure.
Could your cabin use a little sprucing up?
You staying out of my cabin. I don't fall for the tricks of you, of pretty ladies.
What about your food? Could we make your food taste a little better?
You want to try and go down there? Go down. Third deck down. Good luck. Tiny's down there. He's cooking food now. I dare you. I dare you to go tell him that his food doesn't taste good. If it tastes like wood, you'll still tell him it tastes good. Boy, God, he hasn't been able to cook well since he lost his arm. He didn't cook that well before.
Well,
Now keep going. We got to get ahead of this storm.
all
I have
right.
things to do. Get in your
Our-
damn.
Our services are still here if they're required.
We
Yeah,
call
yeah,
on
yeah.
you. We
On
need
you, not me. That's all.
problems.
I'm going to my cabin.
As I'm walking, can I pull out my lute and start doing a pirate shanty? Just yo ho, yo ho.
Roll it. It better be good.
Natural 20 for a 25.
Nice.
And you wasted it on dancing?
See,
You.
sir.
Points to you, Belro. It's just you keep playing. You play over there.
Okay.
The crew seems to be moving a little bit faster.
I'll keep
So you
on
play.
going.
I'll give you an extra rum ration.
Ooh, sounds good to me. You have any requests? I probably haven't
Yeah.
heard of it, and I just keep on
Keep
playing.
So, you guys get to your cabin. You find that they're sparse, to say the least. Basically, it's a wooden board with some furs on it. They look to be a bunch of furs and a whole bunch of leather twine that was holding to hold it all strapped to your body to keep you warm. basic stuff to make you look like a northern barbarian. That's what you look like once you wrap yourself. Except for the gnomes, they'll look like little barbarian children.
Oh, little Ewoks.
Little Ewoks, yeah, furry little Ewoks.
That's right.
But other than that, the beds, you're thinking it might be better to lay the furs down on the chunk of wood that they call a bed, because there's no actual bedding there. It's just it's not a hammock. It's basically the front storeroom converted to a shelf. You know, from a shelf to a bed. But there is
Did you take the wood to make it into a better bed?
you can clean it and polish it very nicely. It's still a chunk of wood.
All right.
Yeah. You're not changing what it was. You're making it cleaner, and that's a good idea. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Anyone else?
Yeah,
Please.
I can play mine.
Yep,
I'll-
I've got Olivia.
You're all in the same room, so
Thank you.
I'm up on
Yeah, you
deck, so I'm just strumming along.
I mean,
In
I
fact-
think he's in my book.
Clean any of this room you feel like cleaning.
All right, I'm going to clean the beds.
Sure. Do you
Or
have a-
the planks of wood as have they been,
Yeah.
they've been so described?
well, you do have some. Don, while you're on deck, you realize that there's a storm that's coming up, and it's hot on the heels of the ship, and it doesn't look happy. Like toss us around, and we could go down if we're not careful.
Oh. Does the crew look like they're moving in
Oh, yeah.
any sort of defensive position? Okay, I'm gonna go towards.
Everything's battened
The
down,
si-
and they're tying stuff down, and yeah, I rolled a nat 20 in your perception, on your passive perception. So you see that the crew is very frantically getting everything on that would be flapping around or possibly could move around, tied and lashed to the deck.
All right, I'm gonna play a little bit quicker and move over to the mast where I can just run straight down the stairs if things start getting hairy, and kind of give them something to work, some kind of beat to work to. See if anybody's actually going along with it.
Your playing is helping them along. You can tell.
Okay.
For sure.
Is anybody really into the music? Like, because I figure most of the songs that I know aren't from here. They're probably from where I come from. So, is there anybody on the ship that is like singing along or kind of seems to be of the Fey?
They're all pretty busy. So
Okay.
No.
All right. Yeah, once things start getting hairy, I'll probably go below deck, but if I'm helping out, I'm helping out.
So, the afternoon almost you're becomes imperceptible as the darkness from the storm comes in. It's pretty much blocks out the sun, and it comes over and starts taking over the ship. Everybody's pretty much running around frantically to make sure that that things are
Battened down and not insecure in any way. They're double checking and triple checking. By the time the storm comes on you, it takes about 2 hours or so into the journey, and the storm itself gets pretty bad. The waves are crashing in and around. I'm assuming that you would go downstairs, bell room.
Yeah, I'll go downstairs into whatever the mess hall is, and I'll probably stop by the rooms first, make sure everybody's all right, and then I'll probably go down to wherever the mess hall is and sit.
Okay. So up to this point, the ship hasn't been listing a whole lot. So you guys figure it's starting to get, just in the mid afternoon, but you can't tell because it's so dark. Enough that, and everybody here has dark vision, correct? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. 3 elves and two gnomes. So you guys, you feel that it gets dark enough that you almost need you would need to have lamplight for most of the humans that are out on deck. The ship starts to really heave back and forth as the afternoon goes into the evening, and what you're hearing is that the captain goes from being full sail to half sail, quarter sail, to 1/3 or 1/8 sail, just very little sail. But you guys seem to be almost picking up speed faster than you would normally, because the wind is blowing straight out from the stern, and it's blowing you back and forth to the waves. After about by the time the evening comes, would everybody please make one constitution
Sorry, what?
con?
I rolled a 10.
14.
20.
13.
19.
Oh,
All right, you all, with the exception of Belrum, you feel a little bit queasy. Everybody else, you're doing okay. You feel like you're like, "Oof, maybe I just won't have so much ale today," kind of thing, to keep things out, to keep yourself warm. But the jarring of the ship doesn't make you seasick. This goes on for throughout the night. I'm assuming you guys just sleep as normal, stay in your rooms. What are you guys gonna do?
guys, I have to take a second and get inside.
Fair enough.
It's raining.
I'm probably just gonna.
Apparently, a storm did blow in.
Hardy har har.
Yeah, I just stay in my room. I'm kind of nap when I can, reading in the book when I can.
Probably
Stay in my
gonna.
room.
Because I have expertise in history, this is right up my alley to sit here and read this book.
I'm probably gonna stay in the mess hall for the most part. Maybe do some heavy meditation. Try and get my bearings a little bit better, and meditate in the music.
Okay.
Gotta go get my keys.
I'm going to stay in the cabin. I'm just going to rest.
Okay.
Look at my blank parchment.
It wasn't supposed to blow in this fast.
Post all my stuff in case something happens. Got it all gathered up, ready to go if I have to.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cast my quill.
Do tell your quill.
My wizardly quill. Now,
Explain.
I don't know if I can cast it or not because it's a bonus action. But as a bonus action, I can magically create a tiny quill in my free hand.
Yes.
The magic quill has the following properties. The quill doesn't require ink. When I write with it, it produces ink in a color of my choice in the writing surface. The time I must spend to copy a spell into my spell book equals 2 minutes per spell, 2 minutes per spell level if I use the quill for the transcription. I can erase anything I write with the quill if I wave the feather over the text as a bonus action, provided the text is within 5 feet of me. The quill disappears if I create another one or if I die.
Hear it?
Mhm.
Storm's here.
I knew it. I knew it. So Vaglon's hiding under his bed right now because he's hiding from the rain, doesn't want to get wet. And this storm continues on for roughly 4 or 5 days.
Mhm.
Wow.
And can I get a perception from you, please, Belrum,
Okay.
and from Jenda and Olivia? Boondog,
Perception.
your nose is too heavy in the book.
Yep.
Perception or passive?
I'll just roll a perception check.
11.
7.
11? No.
Yeah.
17.
Jenda, you have overheard that the couple of the crew members, when you're going back and forth to get water and or food or use the facilities, you've managed to hear that there's some talk that they might be lost because the sun hasn't been seen in almost 5 days.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell the party that.
It might be
Rumor
lost.
has it, by the way, BT dubs,
As they say, the scuttlebutt called.
the scuttlebutt, yes.
Oh. Well,
What is scuttlebutt?
anybody good
That
with
we're lost?
directions? Because I'm not.
Well, the bard's good at everything, sort of.
Kind of,
Don't-
yeah.
It don't do any good to know that information till we're out of this shit. So.
And
Yeah.
actually, thinking about it, Boone, you can roll a perception check because you would have gone out in the last 5 days to take a piss.
17.
Yeah, you sort of getting that same feeling. So as you heard that, Jenna tells you that hey, there could have been. Looks like they're lost, and you're like, that's kind of what I'm hearing too.
Yeah.
A couple of guys were talking about it. Yeah, but no one's really panicky yet. Everybody seemed like they all seem pretty calm, considering if we were lost, we could be in real trouble. So it could just be rumors, it could just be not. There's also some talk of a sea monster that's been following them as well. Somebody said that there was something large that one of the watches saw a couple days ago off the stern that seemed to be following them, about the size of the boat, but looked like a very large crocodile.
Do I hear this, or does Boone? Is it
That's what-
just
I already had that information.
So during those 5 days, I'm guessing we've taken long rests throughout that. I'd be able to change my face step and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change to Navigator's Tools as one of my proficiencies, and I'm gonna go see if I can find the Navigator somewhere below deck whenever he comes down while he's in the mess hall and I'm just playing along or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, you see the guy who would be one of the helmsmen. Yeah.
Question for you: do you happen to have a map and some Navigator's Tools? I'm just trying to kind of keep along with where we're at.
Yeah. Why?
Could I possibly borrow them and take a look?
No.
I'm not from here, and I'm trying to learn as much as I can about the
And
area.
no, you can't borrow our tools. We need them to steer the ship. Anything else?
Can I help with that?
Are you a ship's right?
No, but I know how to use Navigator's Tools.
Do you know how to use it?
Yeah.
And you think you can do a better job than I am?
No, not a better job. Just possibly a second set of eyes or second set of a second mind. Never hurts to help. And I'm trying to
Okay.
learn.
Let's go. I will humor you.
Okay.
You push
So-
it on the floor and you're going to get in trouble.
So, Vaglon, can you give me a perception check to see if you heard any extra rumors? In it's 5 days, the storm's been raging for 5 days. You haven't seen the sun the whole time.
That would be a 22.
Yeah, you've heard rumors of a sea monster being followed. fact that the ship is lost, and you've also heard another rumor that that 2 crew members have
that
disappeared.
Oh, that's great.
That one's more recent. The sea monster, that there's something about the length of the ship falling. It was described by a couple of people as looking like a crocodile or an alligator chasing the ship.
I tell Boondoggle about this.
Just don't yell at me.
And you, Jenda, you and Boone have heard people talking while you're eating, taking a piss and stuff. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I relayed the information to the party about the ship being lost.
Boondoggle kind of blows it off a little bit. He's like, "Yeah, we're lost. There's a monster chasing us. People are jumping overboard. The gods are forsaking us. Blah 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 blah."
standard trip across the ocean. Yeah. All right. So Delrum, the Navigator says, "What do you think you can learn here?" Takes you into the map, in the room there. There's a map room.
I'm gonna look. I want to look at the map and use the tools and kind of plan from where we were at to where the storm hit us, and kind of taking in what we've
Sure.
gleaned. Would that be
Most
like
of the tools are based on the sun. Okay.
Okay. Would that be survival or?
Yeah, survival will work. You'll do it with a disadvantage because you have no sun to use on most of the things like the sextant and all the normal tools.
All right. So if I'm proficient in navigator's tools, but I have half proficiency in survival, how does that work? Do I just roll a survival and add?
The half proficiency just means you get +1. That's all.
Oh, okay. Oh, nope, I don't know shit. I got a 5.
Yep. So he says, so you have no idea where the hell you were. So
Figured it was worth a try. Can you show me a thing or two, possibly? How you do it?
I'm trying to steer the ship. I'm trying to chart where we're going as best as I can, and you can see he's doing his best at this point too.
Yeah. All right.
His is the best guess scenario, as you can tell.
Yeah. Well, I gleamed about as much as you did, so you probably gleamed a little bit more. So if you need a second pair of eyes, I'm on the deck.
Okay.
Yeah, I could just go back to playing my.
Yeah, and there's still a light rain, but primarily a really heavy wind outside.
Okay. Can I?
Can you what?
I guess can I go up on deck and kind of see what I see out there?
Sure.
Or at
It's
least
dark.
look up on deck, kind of. I
Yeah.
don't want to get blown away.
It's dark and it's windy, and the sails are you're moving. You can see that you're moving through the water at a pretty fair clip, even though the sails aren't up very high.
We're moving. Can I look around and see kind of what the people are doing on deck, besides, like, if anybody's doing anything weird or
Lots of
besides
people are manning the sails. They're watching it, and there's 2 people on the rudder, and they're holding. It's a standard, a single rudder. It's not a wheel,
Oh, okay.
and they've got a wheel, but they've put on it's a heavier, solid piece so that 2-man can pull the rudder if they need be.
Okay.
It's a storm rudder, so it's called.
Oh, okay.
And 2 men are there. The crew are nervous and very tired.
Nervous and very tired. Let's see if I can play a song to kind of lift the spirits, hopefully.
Okay.
That's what I do. Oh, that's a 1. That ain't helping nobody. Probably gonna break my loot, so
No, you didn't break your loot. But the couple of guys are like, just leave. You're just distracting us. We need to stay focused and concentrate. Can you just take your music elsewhere? We don't need your music right now. Thank you.
Okay, I leave. I just go sit on the bed. Just like I can't do nothing.
Not with 2s and 1s for rolls. No.
No.
All right. So, anything else you guys want to do today? You're at day 5. The trip should take 9 days.
Ugh.
Should.
I'm just reading my book.
Okay. So, and I'm assuming you guys are napping at different times, and doing that. So I'm not going to keep track of your rest. We'll assume that everybody's has fed and has had long rests. So day 6, about the same, little less wind. Day 7, darkness, got darker outside. So what was already fairly dark, it got darker. And the storm did lessen. So it's lessening, but it's still very, very dark above you. The 8th day comes around, and there's the storm is starting to lift, and there was a peak of sunshine late in the day.
Nice.
Ooh, I see the sunshine and I'm like, hey, there's a little sun there. You want to show me how to use those tools better?
Go away.
Okay.
Thank you. Go away.
Persuasion.
We're busy. Thank you. Go ahead. Persuade.
But I think I might actually be able to help a little bit. I really do. I'd have this feeling. I get these feelings sometimes, and I just have to do it.
Oh.
All right. Come on,
Said
dice.
about sticking this
21.
hair up somebody.
21.
Fine. Go check. I'm gonna be doing something else. You get 10 minutes. Go see if you can verify where the hell we are.
A 5. God.
There's no love. There's no
No.
love tonight.
No,
You
I
go.
I can persuade
I
like
told
crazy.
you he wasted the 20 on the plan.
What the shit does this dial do? We should be here. Here. And you're like, here. Basically, you're closing your eyes and guessing.
I'm just. Oh.
Driscoll.
All right. I'm done helping. I can't help.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
So-
go play a really sad song on my bed and just sit there.
Okay. So the you realize though that that he doesn't look like he knows what he's doing either.
Well, at least that's a little bit more comforting. Ain't no sunshine when it's gone.
That's not what you want to hear though. That's right. All right, dog, you another. Okay. And you guys are starting to see that there's less and less ice flows around.
Okay.
Which is it, and finally the 2 elves that were on the crow's nest come down like, we're done now. because they've been watching all day and night because it's been so damn dark, and now it's somebody else for the humans to take turns. So you guys find that by day 9, when you're supposed to be right on the corner of the map, it's not quite exactly where you're not there. You haven't made it to where you needed to be.
Do we know how far away we are from where we want to be?
I'll let you roll a survival check with disadvantage, and if that'll help.
Not
You can all do that with disadvantage. I will give that to you for sure.
5. Again.
So Bellrum is consistently at a 5. Boomstock
17.
is following suit. Vaglon is like, I think he's behind. When I saw that one map that one time, yeah, Olivia, you're like, I'm not sure either. But Vaglon, you're like, I think Data Island was one I read about somewhere. And who waiting for? Still waiting on a check from someone. Who didn't write a check? Do a check.
I think everybody.
Oh no, Jenna. I'm sorry, Jenna made it 8. Yeah, Jenna, you didn't know either. So, Vaglon, you think that island that you guys sailed past the day could have been outside Serenia, but it should have been on the port side, and it was on the starboard.
Ooh, we are not where we're supposed to be.
So you passed it on. You guys all know that the last leg should be passing the island on your port side. For those that don't speak boat, on your left side, and on your starboard side, right, there should be just open ocean. But you passed an island on your.
Way off course.
Sort of mentioned this to the navigator.
It's like, we're not sure what island that was.
Okay.
The island.
And the captain hasn't been seen in like a day and a half.
Great.
The navigator's been doing most of the he's the first mate. He's been doing most of the work.
Did the captain have a hook for a hand? Because there's been a big ass alligator chasing us.
No. But
Should I
that's
just
Have there
Should I
been any little flying boys around?
should I
Go
just repeatedly cast Toll the Dead and kill us now?
just so the end of day 9 ends, and you are not where you're supposed to be yet. Okay. Morning comes up, the sun comes up, and there's an ice floe on the port side, and like the ice floe being like almost a landmass kind of an ice floe, and the navigator orders the ship to almost turn around to a 180 and go. You're heading like this. You can see that based on the sun being out, they turned, did a full 90-degree turn straight north.
What are we on, the Titanic?
In an iceberg yet.
Yet.
Don't give the DM ideas.
You're
Yeah,
not
but
using the new dice, are you?
Oh, you mean that one? Yep, that's the one been steering you wrong.
Remember, he said he was going to put him in the box, and he dropped him in there and said, now they're going to be talking to each other.
Yeah, and they've been talking. And like all the rest of my dice, they all roll like shit all the times.
You realize we're level 2, right? We don't know shit.
Learn faster. Okay. So eventually, this the island that you guys saw comes up on the right hand side again. So you've gone around it like this, and then nearing the end of day 10, the crow says like, "Port ho!" And you see it in shortly thereafter, because I'm assuming you guys all come up on deck and find out. You see the village start coming up in the distance.
What's her name?
Not funny. Um, the what you did see that when you, as you're coming up to the place, Serinla, ho,
Oh,
I see it.
and it comes into port, and
Surrounded the village?
as you guys notice, the temperature has been dropping steadily since you guys have left the village, and as you pull in there, the temperature seems to grow colder as you finally step off the ramp onto the frozen foreign. Through windy snow, you can see fur-lined tents arranged in a large camp. Campfires whipped by the wind, and elves flame. And one of the dwarves leans over and goes, "Hey, newbies! Don't worry, it'll cool down here eventually."
I'm gonna put the furs on.
Yeah, I'm gonna wrap
Definitely
up.
put furs on.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I'm a little furball.
I'm
Kinda
loaded
noticed.
up till I look like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
So we got two little fur Ewoks and 3 skinny furballs.
Yeah.
As you guys head down the ramp, and a female dwarf comes hubbling, shaggy mane of unkempt hair blowing around. Says, "Margot Delaware at your service. Welcome to Esselcross."
Why, thank you.
You for ya.
Oh.
Good to meet you. I'm Olivia.
Hi, Olivia.
Name's Jenda.
Jenda. Good to meet you too.
Vaglon.
Vaglon.
Boondock Boondiggle.
So Vaglon, and Boondock.
Doc
Close
Boondiggle.
enough.
Doc Diggle. Gotcha. Boondock Boondiggle. Gotcha. Okay. And you, sir?
I am the entertainer known as Bellrum. You may have heard of me, you may have not. It's all good either way.
All right. Do you have any questions about where you're staying? What's going on? Why are you here?
Don't know where we're staying yet.
We're supposed to meet somebody.
We were sent on
Let's see,
behest of the
Sir
mayor.
Rinla.
You're here to meet Serinla.
Yes.
She tilts her head like this, looks at you, and goes,
Town is the written by.
"Next."
Okay, then we're supposed to go to Ortho's
The ruins of
Ortho Dorinda's out. Is that you?
Ortho?
Yeah, the outpost.
Utho Durnian.
Padernian.
Oh. Who, sorry?
We're supposed to be heading to the Uthodurnian outpost.
Oh. Okay, that's a ways out there, but Ortho must have. Yeah, he's over there. That's his tent right there. The other one is the buyer's over there. Why are you guys here?
forgot what
We have to go to the ruins of Aor.
to
Oh,
get
the
a
Aeorian
cure.
ruins. Yeah,
Yeah.
there are a few days walk up there, but yeah, the Aeorian ruins. Yeah, what about?
Who's the?
There's
What was the
a-
mayor's name? I forgot to write that down.
Elro?
Yeah, we were sent on behest of Elro to find within the Aeorian ruins a cure for a disease that may have originated from there.
The frigid woe.
Yes.
Well, I'm not really familiar with that. The last person up here, where's Elro from?
Oh, I know this.
Oh, doesn't the disease
Paleback
have
Village.
Oh, from Pill. Oh, where yeah, Ergen was here a while back.
Yeah, well,
He's passed away.
He was our friend.
What?
he
we
was the
very
first
close.
to contract the disease.
Oh, that's sad to hear. Disease, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Something he brought back from Aor
Causes people to freeze solid.
frigid.
called the
Frigid
Frozen
woe.
Woe.
Yes, we've heard about it,
Frigid woe.
but it's not that common here. We've
Yeah,
heard
well,
of the disease.
there's vials of powder that are the actual disease, and he cracked one.
Okay, well,
But there are supposed to be golden vials of antidote, of a cure, all around the ruins, and we're here to collect some so
well,
that we
let me
can help
take you to the
people.
village. I'll show. I don't know much about that stuff, but you can do what you need to do. And follow me. Follow me.
Okay.
Sure, you get
Can't
all your
stand out
stuff.
here all day because the wind is still whipping through. So we can't stay out here. We freeze to death.
Mhm.
Yeah, I start
So-
following.
Sorry.
I said I start following.
Okay. Morgo starts leading you guys through town, and she gestures to the groups of the dwarves and elves around campfire. Well, those ones there, they're planning some expeditions to find Aor's lost treasures. That's what this whole place is about. If you ain't exploring, you ain't banking gold around here. And after a little short walk, the dwarf stops in front of the blind. Well, you guys can stay here. Belonging to a fool rich elf named Bertrand, who came here looking for adventure. He found the inside of a saber-toothed tiger instead of that. So you should find some food and the like in there. Right now, it's all yours now. It's yours.
Hell yeah. Inside I go.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
And if you need anything, I'm 2 tents down.
What was your name?
Morgo.
Virgo.
Morgo.
Morgo.
Del.
Margo.
Morgo Delworth. Bows and takes off. And as you guys, I'm assuming you guys go inside.
Yep.
Yeah, as you open inside, the sound of the wind, the biting cold, die down as you enter the cold fire pit. Marks the center of the hide-covered, open, containing packaged ration and a few other items stand next to the door. Yep.
I
We'll
go
eat.
in and use prestidigitation to light the small campfire.
It
In
can't
the
light
tent.
things.
It says it instantaneously light or snuff out candles, a torch, or a small campfire.
Oh, small campfire. Okay. Okay. This is a camp, but yeah, okay. It's a fire pit, but it can start it. It's not a roaring fire at first. You gotta work it.
Okay.
Okay.
Baby.
I'll use prestidigitation to give a couple of puffs of wind to get the fire really going. There you go.
Takes you a couple of seconds to get it done. Doesn't happen instantaneously. You're not that kind of a prestidigitator. So
That with flint and steel.
yeah, exactly,
don't-
that happens. So you guys have now a fire lit in the middle of your yurt.
You said there's rations and stuff in a box.
There is a packaged rations and a few other items standing next to the door. There's a crate there.
Oh, can I check the crate and see what all items are in there?
Yeah, inside the crate has about 50 days of rations, a 50-foot silk rope, 3 blankets, a grappling hook, a miner's pick, and a book
Oh,
that's titled Adventure Sexy, Impress Potential Lovers with Great Deeds by Scanlan Shorthalt.
The grapple hook and the silk rope find its way into my pack.
I'm gonna take the book.
Impress potential lovers with great deeds. Good call. Yeah, sure.
Of course, the bard got it.
I started to grab the book, and then I read the title, like, never.
No.
Oh, it looks like a beach read.
And as you guys are going through the stuff, Morgan comes back and, hey, sorry to bug you. I would tell you guys, you should register yourself with the buyer if you're going to go out anywhere, because they huts down there. That's the largest hut at the end. She'll buy everything that you need and go from there. Or it will buy anything you need and can send things to the mainland, smaller things as well. Yeah, let's go with that. And I say it. Don't call it an it. It doesn't know its gender.
What should we call it?
The buyer.
The buyer.
Yeah.
Hello, not Mr. Hello, buyer.
Good luck. I never get it straight anyway. Sorry, I just thought I forgot to tell you that, and it's part of my job to tell you. So enjoy. Oh, you got the fire lit already. Ooh, one of you guys here's a maid. Not one of the little folk. No. Yeah, maybe you. And points to you, Boondock. You be the major type. It's in the beard.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anyway. If you're looking for some cuddles later, like I said, 2 doors down.
Yeah.
I like them beards.
Oh.
Everyone does.
And he and she then leaves.
I'm gonna go
All
ahead.
right. So
Okay, I guess I'm gonna bundle my head back up and go register with the buyer.
I'm gonna go register the buyer also.
Same.
I'll join you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass out 10 rations to each packs to each person, since there was 50
Okay.
of them.
yeah,
Thank
go ahead
you.
and put 10 rations in your piece. Okay. So near the end of town, you see this very large yurt sits there. As you open up, the pungent scent of incense fills the yurt, whose walls are painted with glowing arcane. A brass brazier brightly in the center, around which are set a few plush chairs, a bed, a large stone chest, and in one of those chairs sits an elf reading a book. A small dragon with green butterfly wings is curled in the lap.
Ooh.
You would be the buyer then, yes?
Yes. Yes, I am.
We were told we need to register with you.
Are you planning an expedition into the let's call them
Aor.
frozen waste? Oh, you're going to the Aorian ruins.
Yes, indeed we are.
The buyer waves the hand over yonder, and a book appears in the buyer's hand, and starts trying. Names, please. First and last.
I am Vaglon de Claus.
All right. And then takes the rest of your names all down.
Yeah.
just to save some time. Takes all your names down. Perfect. When will you be leaving? When will you be planning a return?
We haven't actually decided.
We just showed up. We were told to come see you.
We've been here exactly, 30 minutes?
An hour we did build it. So probably an hour we did build a fire, even though he cheated. But
Still. In any case, we have much to discuss among ourselves about when we'll leave.
Which time? Not too much time. But if you need, if there's anything you find in the, I'd be more than happy to buy them from. I buy all manners of those.
Do you have a map of the area by chance?
No.
You haven't came across any gold vials of powder or liquid?
No, it's a milky.
Milky? So liquid?
It's a milky liquid in them. Yes.
Okay. You haven't came across any golden vials of a milky liquid, have you?
Golden vials, milky liquid. So you're looking for the cure for the frigid woe, are you?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Some have come through here. I have
They
not.
were, they were sent on, of course. All right, thank you.
Do you know where those might have been found at? Besides
Aor.
just the Aeorian ruins? Because I have a feeling they're a lot bigger than...
The ship has crashed in the span of several hundred miles.
Oh.
So the ruins of the ship, at least we think it's a ship, are strewn about all around there.
Oh. Do you have a direction towards them? Because right now we don't even know where that is. That way.
That way.
No.
I would suggest go find Morgo.
Morgo.
Morgo may have a map.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, and off to Morgo.
About what time of day is it?
Orvo. It's midday. Orvo as well might have what you need.
So, Orvo or
Morgo.
Margo.
And you know that you were pointed out which because you asked about Orvo, you know which tent is his as well.
I think she showed that to us a while ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's head over to Margo first, or we know where Orvo is. Let's go to Orvo first.
And then head over to Orvo's. There's a campfire that burns outside of the small tent. The flaps are open, and you can see inside the tent. Inside sits a young dwarf whose face is scarred as though scratched by a large claw, and a short sword is casually laid across his lap. He's warming his outstretched hand, sitting inside the tent. You can see him from the outside.
Hello.
Okay.
Good day.
Good day there. How are you?
A little cold.
You get that in these parts.
Yeah, I'm beginning to realize that.
So what can I do for you?
We're looking for a possible map of the Aeorian ruins or something of the sorts.
Well, come sit. And there's some chairs around. He invites you to sit around the fire.
Sure.
Well, Well, there's not really any maps around the place. They tend to be too volatile. Either they're lost in fires, or or just lost. Period. I myself am a scout. I can lead you where you need to go if that's what you're looking for. But tell me before we go. I am Orvo. Orvo Mustave. And you?
And Declaw.
And Vaglon de Claw. Okay. And you guys introduce yourselves to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jendo,
there-
Blossom.
Oh. He's genuinely curious about the where you guys are all from, and invites you to tell a little bit about yourself. I won't make you guys do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He
Was
asked you
gearing up.
I know you were. Where you're from, and he starts to really tell you about some of the places. He says, there's still so many unanswered secrets around this. He said that he's asking, what brought you here in the first place?
Looking for the cure to frozen woe. We had a
Frigid
friend die, or
woe.
frigid woe. We had a friend pass away from it, and we're trying to help others who may be infected.
But who was your friend?
Ergon, I believe he came through here.
And as soon as you tell him the name, Orvo is you could see that becomes grief stricken and genuinely in despair. Ergon, why?
We
Did
are sorry
anyone
to say,
else-
right? He was our friend.
He was a friend, good friend. We
He was
many
a drinking buddy.
adventures to there. So you know, I mean, his thirst and his love for the wilds and bringing new things into the world and finding the thrill of finding something new was always blood. Well, I know that well, he and I found the blue vials in Salsavalt. It was in a partially submerged area in Florin where the glacial ice is really thin. They call this around here. They call them the thin sheet. Um, we figure that that most of that rune is pretty preserved because it was reinforced with magic, as were many of the buildings that housed some of the hazardous. It's about 200 miles northwest of here. The ice methods are drawn to the magic or something like that location, so you can follow the creatures, but stay back because they're drawn to the magic of the area, but they're not fun to trifle with. Where we found those vials appeared to be a lab, and we only explored one of the three chambers in there before we were chased away by just suits of armor that just came to life.
Oh, terrifying.
And we really didn't know what was in the vials to begin with. If it contained frigid woe, is anyone else? If it took Ergon, is anyone else sick?
There's
At
multiple
least
sick.
one more dead.
We're dead. Yeah, so we got to
Two
find
more
those
die.
gold milky vials.
The cure.
Yeah.
We know
Yes,
the cure.
Yeah, so we're trying to get the cure to help others and
there's,
potentially ourselves.
including ourselves, there could be as many as 10 infected that haven't shown signs yet.
Okay. So we'll have to get, if we find some cure, we'll have to get to the buyer because she has the ability to send it has the
It-
ability to send it to the mainland through a chest.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
We were made aware of that by the person who
Elro.
sent us.
Margot.
I wish I would have kept some of it. I don't remember finding any gold falls, but all of my share I sold to the buyer. But Ergon hung on to his. He wanted to sell to others in Paleback.
How
Yeah,
much do your
well-
services cost if we were to have you help us find the area?
Well, your friends, if you're friends of Ergon's and you seem to be genuine, told me about you. You know, in memory of him, let's go try and help the people of the town. I won't charge for my services.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah,
greatly
it's much
appreciated.
appreciated.
If you
Thank
find
you.
something there that's worth a sale, I am here to make money. I wouldn't mind a cut of it.
Well, yeah, of
I
course.
have no problem with that.
Don't have a problem.
All right, then that would be that then. When would you be wanting to head out?
Uh,
As soon
when
as we have
should we?
the area that we need.
As you're more accustomed to this area than we are, what would be your suggestion? What time of day is the best for departing?
Well, knowing that I think the two bundled ones are both gnomes, are you? You've what you've told me. And
Yes,
three,
I'm,
you can all see in the dark. Doesn't matter what time we go. It's cold in the day and cold in the night. So the only thing with the night, we just be on guard because it can get
I see.
well, things tend to come out more at night.
How does First Dawn sound?
First dawn would work with me.
First
Yeah,
light.
like
Sounds
a
good to
friend.
me.
All right, meet you all
Shall
here.
we?
Wait, come to my tent and we'll make it out from here.
Go down.
It should take us a couple of days, but not too many.
Okay.
I'll have everything ready for tomorrow.
And his name is just Orvo?
No, his name is Orvo Must Have.
Must have?
Must have. Must AVE. MUSTAVE.
AVE.
Yeah, we must have him.
He must have been Orvo. Yeah, gotcha.
All right. I think I would probably sit with him a little bit and share some stories back and forth about our friend and kind of get to know a little bit more about him.
Yeah, he's been doing this for several years, 20 or 30 years, and just been making money and enjoys doing it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you mind a little ditty on your travels?
Did he?
Yeah, well, I'll pull out the lute and little music.
We can do music too. That's just quietly enough that we don't draw the attention to ourselves.
True. That might be a job for the pipes.
All right. So the next morning, anything else you guys want to figure out today? And
But before we get going any further, this book on this historical book on historical diseases and medicines. I've been studying this book for almost 2 weeks. Have I learned anything important out of it?
You know the basic timelines of what frigid woe are.
Yeah.
There's lots about how the people have get affected by it.
Okay.
Touch is if you're exposed to the dust, any touch, the dust lingers in the air for can be up to hours.
Okay.
If you enter the room, you can get it just by that. Other than that, it stays pretty dormant, but it is an airborne kind of a dust. speaking of that, Vaglon and Belram, can you uncheck, please?
A what check?
Constitution.
Oh,
16.
a 3.
Okay. 16 is fine. You, however, sorry, I'll find it here, are starting to feel chilly.
And
And
The frigid no.
yeah, you have, and you as well, Baron. You can can feel, you're feeling a little bit cool, but not to the point where you've been affected by it, where it hasn't sucked into your bones just quite yet. But you've realized you are also infected with frigid water. But you knew that by rolling a 1 anyway.
Yeah, I inhaled a lot of that dust. I might as well have just ate it for breakfast.
Yeah. What's it taste like? It's good.
Tastes like a blue
Ooh.
pixie stick.
Minty. Yeah, no. At this point, you just feel cool right now. Okay.
Okay.
Both of you just feel quite cool and a little bit creaky.
freaking wonderful.
Is this when we wake up?
That's when you wake up. Yeah.
Okay. As I wake up, I don't know who would notice it, but my hair is turning more red, and my skin is also getting more of a reddish color to it, as I've taken on the summer thing, my Ulridian thing.
And
My
Valgon, Valgon, your speed is reduced by 5.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, and you other than that, the only thing that that's the only thing that has affected you as of yet. You both made your previous con saves. Okay.
All right.
So you wake up in the morning, and I think you head over to his to Orvo's hut, if you will, yurt, and he's there with a couple of pack animals, and said, "You ready? Guys, ready to go?"
As far as we know, is there anything that we
I'm
need to
ready.
be bringing with us that we may not have?
You don't have it with you?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if there's anything that we need to bring with us that we may not have. We have some rope and a grappling hook and some cold stuff to keep us a little bit warmer.
You got food?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
You're
let's
up.
go.
Alright.
If you want something, the only thing you can do is trade it with others. There's not much here to buy.
Okay, fair enough. Let's head out.
Okay. And you head out onto the wastes. And I think we're gonna stop right there, guys, because I think that's from here on. We're gonna be doing a few other things. There's a couple reasons I want to stop right here. One, that's in chapter 12 right now, and 2, I've read up to here.
Okay. Sounds good.
To be honest with you, I've read to right here. I don't know what happens beyond. Well, I mean,